NEWS.MC on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on NEWS.MC, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
My name is Isabel Christensen and I'm a fashion designer, and you are watching NEWS.MC on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? The Hôtel de Paris Monte-Carlo has reopened its legendary 1874 wine cellars following a meticulous renovation, unveiling an underground sanctuary of vinicultural heritage. Inaugurated on June 11th by His Serene Highness Prince Albert II, the project introduces the Cercle de Cave, an exclusive club offering rare tastings and bespoke experiences. Designed by Moinard Betaille and Gabriel Viora, the restoration honours the cellar's history while subtly modernising its atmosphere. The Marie Blanc Reserve and a dedicated showcase at Expo 2025 in Osaka further spotlight Monaco's commitment to excellence in wine, tradition and refined living. On the sidelines of the third United Nations Ocean Conference in Nice, the Pelagos Consortium was officially launched to strengthen protection efforts for cetaceans in the Pelagos Sanctuary, an 87,000 square kilometre maritime zone jointly managed by Monaco, France and Italy. The initiative, unveiled at the Palais des Rois Sardes in the presence of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II, brings together 12 partners including research institutions, public authorities and NGOs. Coordinated efforts and shared data aim to accelerate conservation measures such as vessel speed reduction and high protection zones. Backed by a €3.5 million philanthropic coalition, including the Prince Albert II Foundation, the consortium hopes to turn the sanctuary into a Mediterranean model for marine conservation. The Monaco Gerontological Coordination Centre, created in 2005, celebrated its 20th anniversary with a visit from His Serene Highness Prince Albert II on June the 12th. Located on Rue Princesse Florestine, the centre serves as a one-stop hub for Monaco residents over 60, focusing on ageing with dignity and supporting both the elderly and their caregivers. Over 3,600 individuals have received assistance, and the centre currently manages an active caseload of around 800 people annually. Key initiatives include the autonomy service, Mobibus transport, heatwave registers, a home toilet service and nighttime mobile guards. A commemorative publication retracing 2 decades of achievements was presented during the Prince's visit. The Princess Charlene Foundation took its water safety campaign to the Atlantic coast this week, continuing efforts to raise awareness after a high-profile event in Monaco attended by French First Lady Brigitte Macron. On the beaches of Messanges, the Foundation's team led interactive workshops for young children, teaching vital skills such as CPR, safe movement in water, and rescue board techniques, helping inspire the next generation of lifesavers. The event reinforced the Foundation's commitment to drowning prevention and education in aquatic environments across France and Monaco. The 6th edition of the Rencontre des Sites Historiques Grimaldi de Monaco unfolded on June 14th under the high patronage of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II, transforming the Palace Square into a celebration of ancestral ties, regional culture and traditional crafts. 8 towns from France and Italy, all historically linked to the Grimaldi family, participated with local mayors, artisans and producers. Their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene and their children visited the event to meet exhibitors and enjoy regional products. Highlights included stories from Bardi and Olioul, tastings of award-winning food and drink, and a vibrant display of craftsmanship. Founded in 2015, the network now includes nearly 140 communes. The day concluded with a spectacular sound and light show, reinforcing Monaco's deep-rooted historical connections and commitment to cultural preservation across borders. The 64th Monte Carlo Television Festival wrapped up in style on June the 17th at the Grimaldi Forum, where international stars, French actors and industry luminaries walked the iconic blue carpet. Their Serene Highnesses, Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene, joined attendees at the closing gala, which featured emotional tributes and major awards. American actress Robin Wright received the prestigious Crystal Nymph for her career, while digital creator Squeezy won the inaugural Digital Prize. Golden Nymphs went to impactful productions including Children in the Fire, a documentary about Ukrainian war victims, and the bombing of Pan Am 103. French series On a Day in September also took top honours. Fan favourites and rising stars mingled with audiences throughout the festival, which highlighted the evolving TV landscape from streaming innovations to global storytelling. With its mix of glamour and inclusivity, the Monte Carlo Television Festival once again proved why it's a standout on the global entertainment calendar. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II officially inaugurated the new National Archives of Monaco on June the 16th in Fontvieille, marking a major advancement in the Principality's archival development. The event, attended by key officials, including Isabelle Béraud-Amadei, celebrated the creation of a national institution dedicated to preserving public interest records. Following a sovereign ordinance in May, the new archives unite existing services and offer modern facilities alongside a public digital portal. With 500 square meters of renovated space and access to inventories, virtual exhibitions and digitized materials, the National Archives will serve researchers, institutions and citizens alike. This milestone reflects Monaco's commitment to transparency, heritage preservation and public engagement in its national history. Paris Basketball are on the brink of a historic first French League title after dismantling defending champions Monaco in back-to-back finals games. In Game 1, TJ Shorts led Paris to a 94-82 win with 30 points, punishing a depleted Monaco side lacking Mike James. Game 2 was even more brutal. Paris cruised to a 92-67 blowout, with Shorts scoring 28 and the capital club dominating from deep. Monaco, out of sync and out of ideas, had no answer to Paris's pace, precision and firepower. Game 3 is Friday in Monaco, but unless the Roca team conjure something remarkable, the crown's heading to the capital. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
My name is Isabel Christensen. I was born in Copenhagen and I decided to study fashion because I was good at two things, really good at two things. One was languages and one was fashion. And I had worked as a model since the age of 11, but was always more interested in the actual clothes. And here we are, 30-something years later. I feel very proud when I see someone wearing my clothes, especially if I didn't know it. It's just amazing. It's wonderful. But it is a lot. I mean, if somebody had said to me, you know, you're going to have a full-time business and 4 children, I would have said to them, you must be mad. It just kind of happened. I love Chloe, I love Tom Ford. If I go further back, I love Roberto Capucci. And I love art. I like many artists and I use a lot of the colors in my collection which are inspired by artists. And I dress many music artists. For example, one of them is a man and it's the artist Prince. I dress a female, Katy Perry, Nicole Kidman. Paris Hilton I've dressed for her TV program, and Dame Shirley Bassey. In fact, she came to me as the very first client in my shop in London when I had only been opened 4 days. And she's still my client today. I think the boutiques will always be like they are now for the couture because it's my baby. I can't give it up, I think, until the day I stop. Because I love making this kind of dresses that you make one time and there are no limits of how many beads, or you don't have to think about cutting corners. So I really, really love making those dresses and I love when people get excited about it. And I think it's very important not to lose the craftsmanship. And my dream is to eventually have a school here where we can teach all our skills and designs to a new generation. I have my fashion show on the 17th and 18th of July in the Yacht Club. I also have the 25th anniversary, which is a milestone and which I will be celebrating in October. And then, of course, now is the season. I will be going to Ascot in London, which I go every year. There's always something. I'll be going to New York for the bridal in April and then again in October. So there is something all year round. It was my dream when I started it, and you always think, oh, it would be lovely if your children carry it on. But it also depends on their dream. I always chose this job. I didn't like the idea of retiring. Coco Chanel was a great inspiration to me because she was 83, I think. And the day she died, she was working in her atelier. She went out for dinner in Paris. Then she went home and passed away in her sleep. And I thought to myself always, wow, if I have to go, that would be a nice way to do it. First working in my atelier, having a nice dinner in Monaco, and then sleeping away. I think the uniqueness of being able, especially different times of the year, that you are able to be on the beach in Monaco, and then you can take your car and drive 1 hour up and you can be skiing with your family, and then you can drive down again in the evening and go for dinner. This I find wonderful. And I like the fact that there is a lot of different nationalities, so you always meet interesting people. Some people stay not so long, and some people stay, like myself, for 25 years or more. And I have got some really, really good friends here, which I probably wouldn't have met if I hadn't come to Monaco. The future of Monaco is very good because I think it's very with the times. 25 years ago, it was more people who had retired, but now there are a lot of young professionals that are here, and there are loads of professional women who work as well in all kinds of jobs, and I really love that. They study here and abroad, but also that they come back and feel that they can still live in Monaco and have a job, and they don't leave Monaco, because 3 of my children live abroad. My eldest lives in Palm Beach, 2 of my other children lives in London, and only my youngest daughter is here now, and I am doing what I can to keep her here so she doesn't move away. To do the tour as well as visiting my parents on a regular basis, because now they are too old, they can't travel. It's a lot of traveling. My first impression of Monaco was it's beautiful. I like the fact that it's small. It's true, living in London is very, very different. And coming into my shop in Beach and Place in London is like a train station. There's so many people coming in the foot traffic outside and coming in and out all day long. Here it's nice and quiet. I find it very inspirational to look at the sea and the mountains. Some of the best work, my best inspiration has come in the time that I lived in Monaco, because I had the peace of mind. Take in the beauty of the mountains, the sea, and use it. And I love when you dive. You know, we've done photo shoot in dresses under the water. I think for me, it was the best form of inspiration, and I think it's a great advantage to say that you are based in Monaco, because Monaco is known all over the world. It's small, but it's known for many things, and it's nice to be part of it.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.MC and MonacoInfo.com. Next week, we will receive Didier de Cotigny, Artistic Delegate of the Monte Carlo Philharmonic Orchestra. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit News.MC and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.